Hey everybody, Coach Lemanczyk here. I have one of these bands that I used to teach yoga with. So I have it just above the knee. I actually like it right up, I'd say about a hand's distance from the knee. Right from here, walk backwards, keep everything in line. Walk forward. Bands are gonna try to pull your legs in. I just want you to walk backwards and forwards. We're gonna do 3 repetitions. I'm just gonna show you just like this. Focusing on keeping everything straight. The bands are trying to pull me in. So my abductors, right, the external hip rotators are gonna work harder. So now here we're going to a modified squat. And then you know this from Baskeyball Strength, volume 2, right? It's an alteration here. It's different than volume 2, but I just wanna show it to you, right? People ask me all the time, like, how the hell do you do this at 46, almost 47 years old, especially after the surgeries on your back, your knees? Like, how do you do it? Brothers and sisters, it's all the extra work. It's all the extra stuff like this, the extra yoga, the inversion, the qigong, the kung fu. I do a lot of different things. I don't show you everything because I don't have time. And truthfully, I don't know that everyone's really interested in seeing all these aspects. But I can tell you, there's a lot more than what you see. Baskeyball Strength Volume 3, it's going to chronicle a lot of that. So you'll be able to see. Now I'm going to start stepping out a little bit wider. I'll take more of an angle so you can see what I'm doing. So instead of a short step, I'm really trying to stride out. And what I'm trying to do is activate the external rotator and stretch the adductor. Adductors are inner thigh muscles that are primarily responsible for getting us out of the squat position. So people that want to really work their squat, work your adductors, but really do swamp lunges, do it right. You don't need to squat. You don't need to bench press. You don't need a deadlift. That paradigm is out. It doesn't work for athletes. It works for people who aren't athletes, who want to say it's for athletes because it's what they like to do. What you like to do isn't what's best for everybody. And until that's understood, things aren't going to work, right? The paradigm that works fits the physiology. It leads to physical literacy, and at the same time, challenges somebody's constitution so that they're forced to simultaneously and concurrently develop emotional maturity. Bang, there it is. So now let's take a look. Let's walk back straight. Let's come back straight. Real basic exercise, walking, right? Yoga bands. Part of my job, being a phys ed health teacher, is I teach multiple subjects. When I'm teaching yoga, I teach applications because it's a modified class. The point is, there's a start, a midpoint, and no end for everybody. But what we have to do is find progressions that make sense and find ways to support each other. So remember, we started this with walking backward and forward. Then we went into a lateral paradigm, which was just a half step. And then we started stretching out. And then we went back into the walking forward and back to finish. I think erroneously, this is done by keeping the band lower than the knee. That's dangerous. It should be right about here. It should never be over the knee. It should never be below the knee. Always above the knee. I'm using a light band, and I'm very strong. I advise you to use a light band. Work on your movement, work on your flexibility, and after you do work like this, stretch. When you do your cardio, make sure it's on the court, doing things that carry over. Stop running on a treadmill. Get out here on the court, do your running here. Thanks for staying tuned. Later.